When Sue Miller volunteered for the Blitz in Sellers, she had no idea what that experience would lead to.
Well, there was walls and floors in it, and but everything was dirty and moldy from the storm. But there was a lot of damage where, you know, you could tell that the house was loved. There was things around that they had pride in, but there was damage that they couldn't afford to fix. And it was really sad to take all the things that somebody had out of their house, and then we just were throwing everything she owned out on the sidewalk. And she came in real teary and thanked us for all we were doing, which kind of broke my heart. When you know somebody doesn't have much and you take everything they have and throw it out, it's really hard to say this is a good thing. But she thought it was a good thing, which is the people in Sellers are all grateful, every one of them. Well, when we were leaving, I said, you know, this lady needs to get back in her house, so maybe we could just get some drywall once in a while and go down and put it up. And we thought, well, that's doable. We've done drywall before. And so that was the plan we had. We thought, well, we'll get a couple of friends and we'll come down, we'll hang some drywall. But then I went to bed that night. When I woke up in the morning, I just had this overwhelming feeling that we needed to fix this house. We always have been a good, loving church and always had a lot of missions and things. But I went into the pastor the Monday morning that I got back, and I said, you know, I met this lady, we tore apart her house, and she's such a good lady, and we really need to help her. And he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, I want to rebuild her house and see her living in it. And he said, well, then I think we should go for it. And we just started I started talking to my friends and telling them what I wanted to do. Before I ever officially started a campaign, we had $2,000 in the bank. People had started putting money in for when we started. And we've raised nearly $10,000, mostly by donations, and we've had a lot of people give us supplies for the house. So it's nice to know it's not my project, it's our church family project. And there are people that can come and work, there are people that can give, and Sellers needs both. My initial thing was I just needed to get her in her house. But every day that we're here, we meet people that are so kind and so God-loving, and that none of them are bitter or greedy. They all are so happy for this lady, and they say, oh, this is wonderful. I hope somebody will come help me, and things like that. But not, oh, I wish you were doing me. They're just grateful to see people that have nothing, and yet they're happy. There's one man that every time you say, how are you? He said, blessed by the best. And he means it. The only thing I can say is that Sellers has become a part of my heart. And my true desire is to see everybody back in their home and happy. I feel very lucky, very grateful for the experience. You know, we all take for granted all the things that we have. And to know that somebody who couldn't do this, who doesn't have the ability or the money, and know that we've had the ability, it's way better than anything else I've ever done. I had some experience because I used to work with my husband and my dad, but mostly I'm a fetch person. And there are you don't have to have any skills. Either they can show you how to do what you need, or you can carry something, you can pull out trash. There are lots of jobs that take nothing more than being willing to be here. I don't think there's any way you can imagine what you get out of it unless you try to give once.